just walked down to this sweet cut here, and you can very clearly tell how shallow it is on the inside, and then it drops off on the outside. As soon as I got really deep, kind of got my depth dialed in, hooked up right away. Oh my gosh. Not a bad fish at all. Oh my gosh, he's got somebody else's line coming out of him. All right, just got set up here in Bennett Springs. Really nice fish. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a hog. It's a hog.
Did you see him?
Yes. Dean, is it big? Come on.
Just a trout.
Oh, it's a hog.
It's a good trout.
It's a hog, dude. Dude. Yeah.
No.
Nice one. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Look at that. Check out this Bennett Spring tank. I'll take this any day. Really nice quality fish here. Just rolled down a little bit ago. This is my third one. Oh my gosh, I got another good one back to back. Where'd the net go?
Wherever you left it.
Oh my gosh, long one.
It's a better fish than my
really
last
long one.
Settle down, buddy.
All right, just got another nice one. Bennett Springs, really fun place to fish. We're fishing a super fast kind of riffle slot here. Oh my, is it a hog? Feels big. Back to back to back, I just turkeyed up.
So it's noon, sun's right above us, it's noon. The hole above us is the most famous hole on the river. Down below is packed with people. We're just crunched into this one spot, but we're showing you there's trout everywhere. As long as you know how to approach them, you can find trout everywhere here.
Oh my gosh.
And as you can see, it's another really nice fish, you know.
Y'all, this is my fifth fish here. Literally a limit that I've released, so you can come here and catch them too, but that just goes to show that your bait and presentation is everything for these trout, and it really gets the job done when they're pressured. Oh my gosh. Our net's just filled with fish. Just getting them back to back. Just gonna put a couple in the net for you. Oh.
Fish on.
Look at this. The net's just chugged.
We can't even release these. Look at this.
Coming in hot.
Hold on.
Coming in hot.
Jump the foot. There we go.
Oh. Oh. That's a pile. I want to talk about what we were doing here to catch all these fish, and just like my theory around why this was so effective, because it's really kind of midday, high sun, it's beating on the water's really clear, so my mindset was natural, not super bright colors, try to get the trout to be more inclined to bite, and that's why I chose Natural Deluxe, and then I also ran garlic chartreuse fireballs. And what's really cool about both of these are, if you look at the fireballs, they are brighter green, but they're transparent, they're translucent. And I thought that would be a good choice for the high sun. And then Natural Deluxe, as you can tell, it is super natural. And this is heavily overlooked by a lot of people, both of these baits, just because, you know, the reds, the pinks, the oranges, yellows, very popular. But really what matters most is what do the fish want. And the Natural Deluxe, it's hard to find. You're not really gonna find it at big chains or anything like that. You know, local tackle shops and things of that nature. The trout park stores, things like that. That's where you can pick those up. I'd really suggest doing that. And same for the fireballs. And honestly, I'd change it up. 1 egg, 2 eggs, things like that. Let me show you how it goes on the hook. And that way you can kind of get a visual of what it looks like. But 1 or 2, like I was saying, we switch it up. Just constantly kind of giving them a different choice of something to see. And that really keeps the bite going too, instead of doing the exact same thing over and over. And you know, whether you do 1 or 2 eggs, that's huge. So this is a Pautzke fire hook. That's a size 14, one of my favorites. And I like to just kind of bury it in the fireball. Oops. Like that. That's what one of them looks like. Running that a ton. And then if you want to do 2, Just kind of stack it right on there, just like that. And we are absolutely crushing them. I mean, just constant back to back to back. And if you get a lull, switch it up. Put on 2 eggs. If you only had 1, go from the natural deluxe back to the fireballs. I even did 1 of each at one point. It was working awesome. So come out here, give it a try.
We're doubled up.
Where'd you catch yours? All way down.
Way down.
Oh my God.
Another double.
This is nuts. This spot's insane.
Oh, yours is a lot bigger than mine. I got a little guy.
All right.
Yeah, I'll bring mine in first.
Hello.
Hello.
Meet your cousin.
Bring him in. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, whoa.
Oh, you dodged
Oh.
Oh.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Folks, it just shows you, get away from the crowds and you'll still catch trout. It's crazy. There's a dozen people right there, 20 yards, 30 yards below us. Up above us, there's a dozen. We're here because we couldn't find another spot. But presentation is key. There's always, they stock this place every single day, so you know you can catch trout with a good rig. Well, you guys saw the bait go on, and it was almost instant that it got bit.
Just like that.
Little colored up Bucky, it looks like.
Yeah, he's cool. Come here, buddy. Wow.
Thing's gonna show you this fish here in a second.
Check this out, you guys. Just put on the chartreuse fireballs. Took a few casts. Sweet little colored up buck. Gotta love it.
There it is again.
Fish.
You know, it's amazing how many fish are actually in the system.
Nice one. Oh, yeah.
Another good one, colored up. Got some energy to him too.
Oh, wow.
It's actually a pretty good sized fish too.
Oh, we're double.
We got another double.
Just like that. Wow. Unreal. Oh, it just jumped and spit it.
Oh,
man.
You know what? This one didn't. And nice fish. I mean, guys, we've now been here for 2 hours only because we've been talking to people and kind of just hanging out and having fun. We've caught over 24 fish in one hole without moving in the middle of the day. Okay, look. See where the sun is? Shows you we're telling the truth. It's the worst time of day to fish. You can come here in the evening and catch even more. There's nobody in these spots. That's because everybody is going to the biggest, deepest hole they can find. It just shows you, number 1, presentation. Number 2, have good bait. Number 3, don't be afraid to get away from others. And you can have a great time at Bennett Springs, even when people tell you there's no fish in this hole. They're all down in the big holes.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you real quick about how I'm drifting this far cut over here. Drifts for these rainbows are so important. You see how I got a lot of slack on this inside and it's all this fast current.
Oh God.
Oh, fish on, just
Sorry,
like that.
we'll get back to you in a minute.
Just like that. What I was trying to say is that you want to keep your line off this inside water, because if not, you get a lot of drag in your drift, and it doesn't look as natural to those fish. So when you're dragging your line downstream, it'll pull that bait off bottom and get that bait flowing super fast. And if it doesn't look natural, these fish aren't biting it.
Kind of like that one right there. He did.
And that's how it is if you get a nice natural drift.
Another double.
Back to back to back, garlic chartreuse fireball. Another really nice fish.
It's on fire.
Oh my gosh, we're just...
Is that him?
That's a nice one.
Oh! Flipper.
Oh!
Tearing me up.
Wow. Damn.
Really nice one.
Folks, not all fish are created equal. Now, today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors was an interesting one. You know, we stopped by the lodge here at Bennett Springs in the park store, and they told us, hey, you know, it's noon. Fishing is kind of slow. You guys might want to wait till later in the day when the sun goes down. And well, we're here. We only get really one day in our lives to come enjoy Bennett Springs. And we just decided to walk down to the river. We started at Whistle Bridge earlier in the day. And this is a different episode we filmed here. We walked maybe 30 yards downstream. And just below that, there is a massive hole that you see. And that hole was loaded with people. So we just fished between everybody. And when I say that it was one of the most epic 1 hours we've ever had fishing, it was. Ironically, a lot of the people around us were not catching fish. And again, It's not that we're great fishermen, it's that our presentation is great. And we tell guys that every single time, especially at a place like this where a lot of people are coming in from big cities. You know, St. Louis is 2.5 hours away from here. Kansas City is 3. You know, you got places like Springfield that are about an hour away. And people don't have time to trout fish all the time, so they may be new at this. Now, the most important thing when you're fishing here in Zone 3 is light line, small tackle, you know, small presentations are going to help you be successful. Now, this hole that we're fishing right now is really just a run. You'll see we're fishing on the shallow side, and we're casting to the other side where there's a little undercut bank and a little bit more depth. And most people just walk by a place like this. They only want to fish in holes because they think that all the fish are stocked in holes. And they're right. All the fish are stocked at stocking points and in holes. But being that this place is stocked every single day during the open fishing season, guess what? Those fish move around. And you can see on this episode, not just a couple fish moved around, dozens. We probably caught 30 fish here in less than an hour. And that's why we're using those fire floats on here. Because guess what? You can release those fish when you hook them in the mouth and very safely remove that fire hook. Now you'll see the guys caught all their fish today on 2 baits. And we use these because really people told us, oh, those baits don't work. And we just kind of looked around like, what do you mean they don't work? Just because you've never seen them, maybe they don't work? I'll be honest with you, Natural Deluxe is not something you're going to find at the major sporting goods stores around here. You might find it at Bass Pro or Cabela's. It's something you're either going to have to go online, or you're going to have to go to the park store, or you're going to have to go and try to get it from one of the local tackle shops and have them order it for you. And you ask, well, why isn't it sold here? Well, it isn't sold here because it's not red, it's not pink. Customers, for some reason, want to buy red and pink because it's attractive to them. We're trying to keep something that's attractive to the fish. If you go to the Northeast in the United States, you go to West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Natural Deluxe is one of the top selling eggs because it works, because it's natural, and because people know that. If you can find an egg like this, you're going to catch trout after trout after trout just like we did. The other thing we used today was chartreuse garlic fireballs. Another one that's not super popular with the average angler that comes here, which is why we did so well with it today. We were able to take that bait, present it properly to the trout, and catch fish after fish after fish. Now you guys see on this video, we're catching doubles after doubles after doubles. As a matter of fact, we caught so many fish at one point, there were 5 fish in the net, and we knew we were going to release those fish, and we waited till we got 5 in there so we could safely release them all one at a time, make sure that they got back there and swam so people like you could come catch them. Again, we're just down from Whistle Bridge in an area that's super popular. Anybody that's been here before can look just downstream of us and see a dozen anglers fishing just below us and struggling because of presentation, because of size. Downsize your presentation when you come here, and you too can have an tremendous day here in Zone 3, even at noon when the sun is high and most people think the bite is off. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.